Members of the civil society organization in Edo State, otherwise known as the Talakawa Parliament today, staged a protest to express their displeasure over the alleged discrimination of the Niger Delta region by the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission in the allocation of oil wells. BTV News Freeman Osawe reports that the protest was led by Comrade Mercy Scholar Edokpayi. The report.
The protest kicked off with members taking a walk from the place of convergence to Akpokpava Road, brandishing placards with various inscriptions and chanting solidarity songs to hear their grievances. The protesters said the federal government must address their demand very quickly, as the practice of allocating oil well to only those outside the Niger Delta region must stop. In an interview with BTV News, spokespersons for the members of the civil society organization, Comrade Kola Edokpayi, Comrade Waya Kenneth, Violet Heibibamu, said the reason for their protest is to register their displeasure over the discrimination of the Niger Delta indigenes in the allocation of crude resources by the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. They added that the Niger Delta, being the major stakeholder of the national treasure, they should have a fair share of allocation of resources, urged the Senate and other relevant authorities to act.
Evaporated here today vertically and horizontally to say Kabudo rejetamenta to the marginalization, to the sequestration, to the exploitation of Niger Delta people in the scheme of things. We are fully aware that oil blocks were allocated recently to shareholders of oil companies domiciled in Niger Delta without taking cognizance or without putting into perspective the local companies in the Niger Delta. We are victims of oil spillage. We are victims of exploration. Why? We don't charge the responsibility of allocating oil where decide to sequester and sequestrate local oil companies. We are saying no. We are rejecting it in Mobodo, in Mibido, and in Kabudo. Yes. You are aware that despite the deposit of oil in our region here, our region, the Niger Delta region remains the poorest. So sad. The Niger Delta remains the most underdeveloped region. We are just living very close to the river. We are using saliva to wash our hands.
By marginalizing Niger Deltans, therein referred to in this situation as the landlords, because we own the place where these oil wells are situated. You come to our place where our oil is situated. You want to, give consent to oil wells. You will not marginalize our people. We are saying no, enough is enough. We can no longer continue like this as a people. Our people ought to be considered at least 40%, according to the stipulations of the law, has to, come to our people. Let them be taken along. Let them be involved in the process. You cannot come, give oil wells consent or give oil wells to outsiders, and you refuse to at least incorporate our people into the scheme of things. We are saying it's no longer going to work like that. Our people must be massively involved, because these resources come from our own region. So we have to, be taken along in the scheme of things.
We are members of Talakawa's parliament. We are here today to demand 72 hours ultimatum to government to hear the cry of the Niger Delta people, because we are aware of the oil pollution in the communities, in the host community in Niger Delta. You cannot just come and drill oil and you leave the people living the community without compensation. Today, we are demanding 72-hour ultimatum from the federal government to listen to the cry of the indigenes in the land. Amadla!
The protesters issued a 72-hour ultimatum to the relevant authorities to address their demands. Freeman Osawe reporting for BTV News.